Okay,
Great.
Lovely. Well, if everybody's happy,
We're happy,
always
yeah.
happy.
Happy, Sheridan?
How do you like to be, just to make sure we get it completely right? How should
I mean, normally in settings like this, I'm referred to as Bishop John.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you're happy with...
I'm happy with that. I'm called a lot worse than that at times.
Aren't we all?
Right, so when?
Thank you. I put that on there. The very first reactions when you go into the Charnel House, this one in particular, because it's so chaotic and it's black. You can't see anything because it's so black. When you look down through the hole of the trapdoor, you can't see anything. But the minute you drop down in, you can see a skull just in front of you. And then the minute you then get a light in behind you and it lights up the whole space and you're just surrounded by skulls and femurs, mainly skulls and femurs.
Nothing can really prepare you for the absolute chaos of bones that are just strewn everywhere. Once you get in the space, there's literally nowhere you can go apart from climbing over human bones, some of which have been there for nearly 1,000 years.
Must be. I'm just going to jump down and I'm going to try
Careful,
my
Sheridan,
best.
you're going to end up landing.
Yeah,
Do you want a
want.
hand?
Do you want me to, like, wait there? You might be better off, Sheridan, using that as a step. Stepping
What?
down there.
Yeah,
When you're right up there. You see.
Oh, Sheridan, you were on the skull.
Oh, you were standing on the skull.
Was I? Oh no, that was behind me. That was behind me.
And slip back into the
So what's... Oh god. So after a few hours of filming down in the Charnel House, one of the shots we had to get was of Bishop John actually entering the basement. But what that entailed was everyone else left and I stayed in the Charnel House with a camera. They slowly boarded up the trapdoor and I was left there in the dark for probably about 30 seconds to a minute just to get this shot that you'll see in the documentary of Bishop John opening that, the light spilling in and then his silhouette entering the Charnel House. So if we go from the trapdoor being closed, and then open, and then coming down like that, like you are now, that'll be full shot, I think.
And then do you want the bishop to jump down in?
No, because we can light it and make sure it's safe, but just like what you are like there, and pausing and looking maybe for a second before coming further in will look good. Alright, camera's rolling anyway.
Feels like a once in a lifetime experience down here. So we're filming a documentary based on this incredible book by Denise Inge, who was the wife of the Bishop of Worcester, A Tour of Bones, and we're certainly getting a tour of bones today. We're in one of only 3 charnel houses in the UK, 3 that are known of. This one is nestled just next to under the cathedral in Worcester, and it's mind-blowing. Majority of it is skulls and femurs, and some you can still see teeth. You can see where the spinal column was, and you are literally walking over piles of bones. We're trying to be as respectful as we possibly can, but the floor is bones. Bones have been chucked in here. The floor is bones. You are walking on human bones. Look. So every now and again, I've got bare legs today, stupidly, and I'll just feel a bone scraping against my ankle. It's not a very nice feeling. But yeah, guys, what do we think?
Oh, it's phenomenal. It's a privilege to be down here and see this.
Sheridan, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, still getting used to it. It's really surreal.
And then we've got Tom, who's hiding.
So while we were down there, Gillian sort of picked up a skull and turned it over, and we saw like the inside of the mouth, of the roof of the mouth, and she wanted to explain that we could see that. So she put her finger on it. She wanted to show what it was in her own mouth and put her finger in, and I just sort of looked at her, I was like, what are you doing? You've just put your finger in a skull and then in your mouth. And she sort of looked at me like, oh God, no.
And I've been teased incessantly since that I've got medieval bubonic plague. No, I mean, I sound wonderful. It could be what it is right now.
Look, bits.
What we need to kind of
You see that one?
be
That
able
one's
to do
fully.
is to shoot it
That's just all
so we can't see us in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are we all gonna have to go down into that corner?
Into this little hole down here.
Yeah, exactly.
So I've wanted to see this space for literally decades, since I first read about it in an old book about local history by an author called Anne Bradford, and I actually interviewed her when I was at college when I were but a lad, and I've had a fascination with it and the concept of ossuaries and charnel houses since then, and it's been a sort of part of local legend because it's not open to the public. It's a real privilege to come and see this in person, and yeah, something definitely fell off the roof. Yeah, something moved in the background there, but it's a really, really strange but amazing place. Phenomenal to actually see it after all this time.
Of course, I chose sensibly when I was selecting my footwear for the day and wore a pair of leather Chelsea boots. Same can't be said for other members of the team who wore flip-flops and suede shoes, all that bone dust gathering in that suede and rubbing against skin.
So continuing on that shoe pattern, I wore new boots, which were sensible, but obviously not sensible enough. I scuffed my new boots on a human femur, and it's still got the marks on it now. I've tried to polish them out, but yeah, they're still there. Oh, do you just want a shot of my foot on the floor like it normally would be in context?
That's fine.
That's fine.
So this wall was put in Victorian times, and behind there is even more bones, and it is just quite staggering and unbelievable. There's a smell. It's like a sweet smell, like nothing I've ever smelt before. The bishop was talking to us about it. He said he just can't place it, and he's right. It's one of the oddest experiences of my life. I also feel hugely privileged to be down here amongst all of these people, and you know, just wondering, makes you ponder life and what on earth were their lives like. A truly, truly incredible experience. Oh my god.
I've never seen anything like it.
What's mad to think though, well, it's not mad to think, but every single one of these skulls was a person that had a life, thoughts and feelings, and
unbelievable. I wonder how dark it is without the lights. I know we've got the hole here, but should we try it?
ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.